The core purpose of this alliance is really to bring three different technology stacks together. So we have an alternative, a decentralized alternative in comparison to the big corporate players. And as you can see, huge amounts of investments going into the centralized AI play. We want to provide the market with an alternative, and we merged the three token and the technology stacks so that we can provide a fully vertically integrated solution as an open source and as a decentralized solution.
So before we talk about the technology, let's talk about the tokens, because this merger combines something like $7.6 billion worth of tokens. So what's in this for token holders? How do they benefit?
So the main objective here is to look at the technology and the technology stack. So when you have a tokenized economy, the tokens are the key oil for the whole tech stack. The objective here is to put all these tokens together, so the integration with all the technology stacks is much easier. It's a lot more efficient, and bringing all of that together doesn't really do as such doesn't have that much of an impact on the token holders. What would happen is that there will be one token called ASI token, and all the three tokens will merge into it. So if you are holding Ocean token or you're holding Singularity token, there is a conversion rate which has already been agreed. If you're holding the FET token, then the conversion is 1-to-1. The objective is really to bring all three of them together so that we can actually be much more capital efficient when we invest in projects, and we are much more aligned, all the three projects technically, so you can actually run any vertically integrated AI solution, and you just have one utility token for all of it.
So how does this help the business become match fit to play in this space? I know you have said that you're looking to take on big tech, so we know who you're competing against. What are you competing for?
The point is not just the competition and saying we want to compete with big tech. The point is to provide an alternative solution which is actually a viable solution. What has been happening in the decentralized space is there are disparate projects which are obviously existing, but ultimately you need to integrate all of these projects somehow, and it has proven to be very difficult. Anybody who's used crypto would actually understand what I'm saying. What our objective is that at the moment you don't even have an alternative. What we want to achieve is to provide not just an alternative, but a viable alternative, and actually bringing more research to this space in a decentralized way, in an open source way, where people can actually deploy solutions on a decentralized kind of platform, open source, but with confidence that the whole stack works and it's fully integrated. So I would say it's more an alternative than trying to compete with a big tech. However, you do get the benefits of having a decentralized solution where there is much better kind of integration available. There is much more openness into the system. And when we're training this artificial superintelligence, which is the next stage, which is beyond artificial general intelligence, you have an open and fair system where people can train the artificial intelligence in a much more collaborative way.
And Humayun, just before I let you go, let's take a step back and just reflect on all of the development that's taken place in the AI space through the course of this year and indeed the last 12 months. One of the primary concerns that a lot of observers have is the ethical question, right? So now that you've brought these businesses together, how are you going to address the immense ethical concerns surrounding superintelligence, and what safeguards do you have in place today to ensure that the development of this AI is responsible and unbiased?
Yeah, I think just by the mere principle that we are bringing a decentralized solution to the market enables you to be much fairer. It enables you to have much more inclusion. But also what it does is, because you have different tech stacks. So if you think about training artificial intelligence, you start from the audit layer, which is the fetches network. And on top of that, you have the data layer, which is what we're bringing as the ocean solution, which is one of the best reputable data collection, data entry, data training solution. And then on top of that, we're building this decentralized way of AGI and training, which Singularity brings to this whole tech stack. And then the final one, which is commercialization of this whole space, which is by Fetch AI's agent-based framework. What you have is all those four components which add to the safety and the security of the training and also the deployment of AI.